Amnian Nights. We're in some dude's house. Let's return.
Some dude.
Some dude. Mayor Hargreaves.
But DM, are there doors in his house?
There are doors in this house.
Whoa.
But you already know that doesn't work here.
Huh.
You have been informed.
Rip.
But yes, we're picking up exactly where we left off, which is you all speaking to Mayor Hargreaves in front of the fire, or in Pip's case, apparently inside the fire, of his manor. Yes, you were saying.
Lord Hargreaves, I have
Mayor,
follow-up
please,
questions.
please.
They will probably lead to nothing, but since you're a keen historian, I was wondering if the names Lady Azuria meant anything to you.
That does ring some form of bell. I have known or heard of a Lady Azuria, yes. But wherever from? And he sits on the edge of his armchair, seeming to be lost in thought. Like, oh no, it wasn't that. Something. It will come to me, I'm sure. Or I could. And he goes over and rings a little bell on a string near the window. And a moment later, one of the knights who was in the hallway before enters and says, Be a good fellow and pop up to my chambers and bring down the green ledger, please, in my desk drawer. Thank you, chap. Yeah, for the life of me, I can't recall. For the life of me, I can't recall where I have it from.
Well, I only asked because in relation with Sir Fortescue.
Oh! Yes! She was Sir Fortescue's muse. Terribly in love with her. Yes! Very sharp-minded. I think it's her that he carved his little statue in the forest to his little testament of his unrequited affections.
Excuse me, sorry. This might be important. He carved what? Where?
Oh, he made a dedication in stone to her and placed it out in the woods. Some place of importance of... I don't know what the importance was because I never felt... It would seem that she never reciprocated his affections. She was very, very polite, as I understand, but he was somewhat unrequited, and yes, he made some dedication to her, and I saw it. He was a knight, not an artist, but it was certainly passable.
Would you be able to point us in the direction of this shrine?
Yes, but I dare say it's crawling with undead at the moment. But yes, it's and he will describe a location about 2 miles south of town, and we'll mark it on a map if you have it. If you have one, please. I'm not sure what it's a small thing. There's no buildings to enter. It's just literally a statue of a woman on a stone plinth in the woods.
We have reason to believe he hid something important in a place he thought no one would serve.
Oh. I take it you mean something, you're not just simply talking about treasure. That really wouldn't be the time to... You think something of import to the current struggle?
Potentially.
would seem rather obvious, though. Forgive me, I'm not really the adventuring sort, but... Or perhaps it is the argument of it's so obvious that it in fact is overlooked.
It's hard to know, but at least we have a couple of options now.
A 4-mile round trip into a forest in the current climate seems dangerous.
Is there anywhere else in the city? A church to Helm or something like this? That would also be too obvious.
Well, there's the Church of Lavanda. I believe you've been there and spoken with Father Levick. That's the only church we have in Ishperta. Obviously, other deities are worshipped in their private and individual ways, but we only maintain as a main building a temple of Helm, of Lavanda.
Jim, what direction did he tell us this nightly building was in? So I'm not asking duplicate questions.
East.
And do I know if it's in a similar direction to the statue?
No, the statue is south. Keep it east.
South and east. Mayor, I was wondering what kind of historical documents you have about all your buildings in town. You were talking about this stone, the Netherius stone. Do you have a list of which buildings have it as their foundations? Perhaps.
Yeah, again, it's riddled and scattered throughout town. The only building I know was deliberately and primarily built entirely upon it is the detention house, because obviously would prevent people trying to tunnel out or stage break-ins to allow prisoners to escape. To my knowledge, that's the only building that was deliberately sought out to be constructed upon the stone. But other things, you may find half a building just happens to creep over it. It's very, very unplanned. Most of the town have been constructed before extensive discovery and acknowledgement of this stone even commenced.
You mentioned there's a lot of caverns, caves around the area. Do any of them happen to lead or have entrances very near the town? Does any of them go under the town?
Not to my knowledge. That would be quite dangerous.
Right.
Sometimes these things just collapse, particularly the amount of rain we've had the last week.
Right. Could you perhaps show us the way to maybe some of the nearby cave entrances you're aware of?
I can certainly look and see about any of them. The nearest one I'm aware of would actually be fairly, immediately close to the dedication to Lady Azuria I spoke of. I know there was a cavern in the stone there.
Okay. Cool.
Not sure it leads anywhere. It's just a particularly large hollow.
Well, worth poking around, maybe.
I fear I'm inadvertently being quite unhelpful here. Is there anything else I can be trying to give you aid with?
No. Do you have a toilet I could use?
Yes, of course. I'm not actually sure what that does, but yes, just through there.
Thank you.
And he will show you through to another room
Yeah.
where you can pretend this is a toilet.
Yep. Asher's gonna excuse herself.
Everyone just says,
This is
I'm getting such a bad God, Cole, you guys are actually about to hear that right now.
I don't suppose you would know of a squire a long time ago by the name of Firecam. He became a knight much later in life, but it seemed that he served here under Sir Fortescue for a little time. I wonder if his family is from here.
I don't know this particular knight, but obviously you're referring to a relative of Keldorn Firecam. I wish I could say that Keldorn had hailed from Ashperta, but alas, no. I believe that the Firecams were originally a Cornish family, if my understanding of Sir Keldorn Firecam is accurate.
He must have just followed Sir Fortescue to this region then.
Yeah, a few minutes later, that knight returns with a green ledger, and looking through it. Hargreaves is like, oh, not even a mention of it anyway. I'm glad that you put the pieces together. It's possibly the wrong book anyway. This seems to be more about taxation.
Okay, well, it has been helpful, traveler.
Say that again?
It has been very helpful.
Of course. Are you sure that I can't... Oh, no, please go on.
Sorry, last name drop, I promise. Asran Golshardt. He was the last one, presumably, to see Sir Fortescue alive.
I think he's some Athkatla knight, isn't he?
As we understand it, I was wondering if he... How is it that he came to perform the death vigil here? Maybe he was called by Sir Fortescue, actually.
I imagine they were perhaps companions at some point, or fought some crusade together, or served, and these knightly figures often encounter each other repeatedly throughout their lives, and will do services to each other, and stand vigil over each other upon their death. Regardless of which deity or ideal they swear themselves to, they often hold back respect for one another.
And that statue in the woods, would you happen to know if there's any inscription upon it?
I will be honest with you and say that I do not know. I have only seen that statue in passing maybe 20, 30 years ago. I'm sure that it covers a large enough area that I would not be surprised, but I will not waste your time by making idle guesswork.
Well, my thinking is that it could be too obvious to be the hiding place, but it could be prominent enough just to be a clue. I don't know, though. We don't even know if there's any writing. Bit of a long shot.
May I ask why your interest extends so much to the nature of the stone upon which so much of a town is built? This is part of the speculative words. Please.
Who's he addressing this question to?
All of you.
I think Sira was the one leading the questioning for the most part.
Siri, then.
Sorry, I my echo was talking to me at the time. And could you repeat the question?
What is the nature of your interest in the stone on which so much of the town is constructed?
It's less the stone. We are on the search for something that can help with the slight issue above your town. And we have reason to believe that it might be hidden underneath stone.
Well, yes, but the detention center would be very significantly stone built. I can certainly give you directions to Cyril's house. He is the detention master. I'm sure he would be. He's a very affable fellow, despite the nature of his vocation. I'm sure he would let you look around the place.
That would be very helpful.
Yes, he lives very nearby the town square. 15, and just takes out a piece of paper from his pocket and jots down 15 Hallowed Street. There you go. Do tell him that I sent you and that he is to assist you with your investigations.
I think this is all we need for now. Thank you for your time and your very lots of information.
Not too much, I hope. If you do require any additional information, please don't hesitate to come back. And hopefully the answers and rambling tales I've given you will bear fruit.
One can only hope. She's going to walk away.
And yeah, you are gradually led out of the building. The guards all seeming much more relaxed. Relaxed? Relaxed. I don't know what relaxed is.
Relax.
What do you think? I feel like his words say that he would hide it when no one would think to look. And to me, the most obvious place to look would be the Nightly Fortress. Does that mean we could discount it or at least deprioritize it? Hiding a powerful relic that you're trying to protect at the fortress is the most sensible option, I would assume.
Or a prison. It's hard to get in, right? Place secured, but also
That is indeed low on my list of places, and therefore the last place that I would look, which must therefore be the first place that I would look.
I wonder if there's some sort of chapel in this place, or
I mean, usually with a prison, you're trying to like get out, not in.
that's right.
Since it's nearby, we could investigate it prior to trying to investigate with magic. Or if we think it would be very difficult to find, perhaps magic would be the way to find it. What do you think?
How does your spell work? If we narrow it down to 2, Will it show you the way, or do you have to ask one concrete place?
Well, it depends on how we phrase the question, I suppose.
TM, are there walls on this town? Like, does this town have walls?
Yes, or you'd be fucked.
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, you've been at the walls.
We could always ask if the thing we're looking for is inside the town or outside the town. I don't know how narrowed down we want it, or if there's a smarter question.
Bless you. May the thunder guard your path. Well, listen, we can visit the town. What was the name of this prison guard? We could ask him if he's ever known or had a relationship with Sir Fortescue or Janos or Lady Azur. If they were known to visit, if they had a connection inside, a trusted someone. I know it's tenuous, but we can only ask. Well, we could
Maybe
head
we
to the
could
woods.
ask or see if they let us just, maybe just peek around the prison a little bit.
Well,
Poke around.
I mean, exploring within the town walls would at least be safest and least time consuming if we want to have a look immediately.
It doesn't seem that we're in any time concern. It looks like Lord Sanguinar is happy for us to do his work for him.
That is possibly true. However, I think there is some interest in making it quick because the dead do seem to continue to harry the town, and we wouldn't want to allow more people to suffer. But
Absolutely.
you're right in that it seems that he will simply wait for us to do his dirty work. I'm a little bit worried about what might happen if we do find it, especially if we're outside the town walls. I'm already a little tired.
Then let's see what the prison brings. And move on from there. If you're not feeling up for leaving the city walls, I can't say that I'm feeling completely fresh myself. And it also gives us time to prepare.
Sounds good to me.
So you're going to...
The name, I cannot remember.
go to
The-
Cyril's house.
Excuse me?
Cyril Mady
Zero.
was the name given to you. Heading through town towards, it was described as being on Hallowed Street near the town square. You find the streets become the thickest with people you've seen so far, other than the usual, occasional archer on a ceiling or guards and militia stationed more than they would be in any other town normally, but without that kind of authoritarian vibe you'd expect to see. Clearly that same whole thing of the defenders are constant and they are tired. But there is clearly some sort of gathering taking place in the center of the town. And as you start to move your way through it, you realize you can hear a couple of cries of panic ahead in the centre of the crowd. And a couple of guards sort of shoving past you and making their way to the centre of the town, where something is happening beyond this crowd of people.
Okay, if there's a giant blazing wicker ball, I say we leave. We just go.
We're not.
Well, Sia for sure is going to follow the guards, trying to make her way through the crowd.
Yeah. A few moments shoving and following the slipstream of the guards, you recognise some clothing. Beneath the roof of a bandstand in the centre of this town square, you see blood-stained robes, and Father Levick is lying bloodied in the centre of a crowd, and panic starts to rise up, and some people are shouting, not sure what's going on. Sire, as you're just as soldiers' instincts kick in, and you're looking around trying to establish what's going on, you clock a couple of archers, who are surveying as wildly as you are around trying to find out what's going on. You just notice at the corner of your eye on a different rooftop a slightly too thin, hunched character skulking forward, boned fingers grasping at a bow. And you realise, as you see another and another, and screams start, that this crowd that you are in is under attack. And I'm going to ask
She's gonna
everybody to roll
initiative.
initiative.
Okay, I'm gonna go up camera just as I have my lunch my dinner. This combat is brought to you by Gia's Dinner. Excellent.
Just loading the scene. It's one of those scenes where I'm not going to put every panicked, screaming villager on there because it would be an absolute mess. As all this panic starts to break out, and people are running around down the road through the pouring rain, you see two figures. One is a large, clearly undead troll or ogre.
Oh dear.
You saw her lying down one of these outside of town yesterday, I think when you were returning to town, or this morning when you were departed. The other one is a large figure. Smaller than the ogre, but still imposing in their own way. They look to be tall, and they are sat staring at you atop a huge warhorse that seems to be made of a pale blue smoke.
Oh dear.
I have a dead troll.
Is this a revenant?
I completely forgot to mention about Kasha. The knight was going to be with you as well. The knight catches you in the crowd and calls out, "What's going on?" Let me just make sure all the correct actors are selected. What a big scene.
You were feeling tired, huh? Pip. How tired?
I think that's everybody.
Moderately tired.
I also think that the game might require me to turn. Some of these are guards as well. Yeah, I might be required to turn down the rain effect for performance reasons here. There is a lot of it. Okay, let's end that and start combat.
Be careful with the Udex. His second phase is insane.
Ha!
Oh my god!
What's up?
Shame.
Oh,
Draw
well.
a natural 1 initiative. That's so not Sire.
Pip and Sire, 25 points of initiative. Divided. Amazing.
Pip, you are up. We are going to say that everybody on the ground is classed as difficult terrain for the first 3 rounds as the crowd of screaming, shoving people is dispersing. So rather than implement that with horrible, horrible tokens, we're going to say the first 3 rounds is difficult terrain if you're on the floor. Or if you're on street level.
Ooh, okay. Oh gosh, they're everywhere. I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna cast slow because it's my favorite.
Would, just checking, I can't remember where we've been. Would you still have mage armor?
It lasts
When
8
did you
hours.
cast that?
Before,
Was it at the graveyard?
probably, because I keep forgetting to cast it any earlier than that. Or maybe when we left the...
I don't know how to amend the length of it. You'd still have it up then, but definitely you don't have 6 hours left. I would say probably more down to 11, but 2.
Okay, I shall for now cast slow. How many can I hit? That many. Wait, the cube is gone. Where's the cube gone? Hang on, let me do it again. I don't want to target that person. How do I
Oh, they're getting the villages and the buildings. Let me just
yeah,
delete,
but
let
I
me
can
delete
undo.
those 2.
Oh, okay. Roll.
Nothing is showing up. Oh, it's still rolling some. Okay. Yes, it lands on all but one of the whites.
Oh, quite a different effect has arrived. Interesting.
How do you mean?
I think
Visual.
the D&D animations is updated, so now they're all squiggly. And I think I'll probably maybe move. Well, it's already difficult terrain. Well, I'll just stay where I am.
What's your passive perception, Pip?
13.
Okay. Sire, as this spell goes off and lands on them, you notice almost immediately that all the skeletal figures on the roofs, even clocking, just all as one, just turn their head towards Pip.
Do I have time to say anything?
I mean, you just noticed that he's done it. You've just seen it. You can say something quick.
Get under the table!
If we are surrounded by the crowd that's making difficult terrain, would we be at all obscured from any archers that are shooting into the crowd towards us?
They're above. You know, we've got they're as difficult terrain as you are.
Get under the table!
I get under a table.
Hide behind an older lady.
I'm hiding behind you, Obsidian.
The first such skeletal archer takes aim at a partially covered Pip and is going to fire at a -2 situational bonus.
Can't even see where this actor is.
He can see you. First shot
Well
misses.
enough.
Think he's cheating.
Second one misses. Arrows start to hit the floor next to you. That's all. He's gonna. One more. 5, 10. 15, 20. 25, 30. This ghoul is going to come in and attack this guard. Misses. I might play these ghouls and guards as I did outside the town. And just have them do a roll on who loses a portion of health each turn, just so we're not like miss. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It'll dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's all it can do. Next skeletal archer also shoots the spellcasting bunny boy. -2.
Oh shit.
Targeted?
Shield.
Oh, it didn't tell me because you were being declared. Okay, that misses. And then fire the second time.
Was that still
Absolutely
-2?
not. That one, I think I still -2'd it, and it missed as well.
Okay.
Obsidian, you're up.
Well, shit. Yeah, they are very far away. Some of them are on this side. Oh, one of them got closer. Didn't even clock that. Okay. Well, in this situation, they don't seem to be closing distance yet. I think Obsidian will just focus on the target that's getting closer and possibly can attack Pip or just rip the table from over him. We will. Oh, wait. Are we
I've killed
on
the
which
range,
rage rules are we? Are we on the old rage rules?
We're on the current rage rules until the League of Legends.
Okay, yeah. So rage is still fairly shit to try and maintain. I guess he will go into a rage nonetheless. We still have a few to spare. To make the difficult terrain around me even more difficult for everyone, even the people. So, as they are running in panic, suddenly hail hits them in their faces to add to the chaos. And then Obsidian will rush backwards, actually, to protect Pip from incoming assailants. Try to take them we will go for non-advantageous, considering the amount of archers who can switch targets.
A hit.
That would be good enough to crack a skull, hopefully. 9. And the second one. One more. And let me just check if it... No, it did not include the +2, so something wrong with the rage again. I will just try and check it, but for now it will be +4 damage to all that has happened so far, so 24 altogether.
He is slain.
Lovely. Sending the body to the side, and let's see if I can move anywhere further. 15. So I could move 5 more, I believe. But I think I will stay side by side with this guard.
Okay.
We need to protect the little furry one. We'll try to convey to the guard the importance of this task.
It feels truly seen.
That is...
More connected to Obsidian than he ever has before.
You hear distantly the crash of a wooden door coming down, and then some horrified, curdling screams from somewhere within the town. Do you know why this guy's showing as having reacted? He's done nothing. He's only just arrived.
I'm not so sure about that. You probably had someone else selected when making an attack or something.
Possibly.
But no, no one has reacted. Unless it's the slowed one. Oh, it is the slowed one.
Oh, did you saw the ones on the roof? Okay, so you can only attack. Oh, it says if only one attack. Okay, here's his one attack. Nat 20. No, not a nat 20. There's nat 1.
If you had nat 20, that'd have been furious.
Yeah. Oh. So I've gone off his turn. It has not prompted me to make the save.
Fuck.
I have wisdom save to remove slow effect in the card, but the only option, I mean, we'll try it. The only option that comes from it is damage. I was like, what? Let's click it and see what happens. It has made Mr. Death rage. What?
I think he's just trying to reapply it with damage. Anyway, it's a whiz save, I think.
DC.
My DC is 16.
19. Dirty 20. He is.
Wow.
He's freed. But it was the end of his turn. Asher, you're up.
It's a bonus action to give someone else a healing potion, right?
No. It is an action to administer a potion to somebody else. Every time, whenever you think what it is, then reverse that. When it comes
No,
to
but then you end up
potions.
reversing it again, and then yeah.
Snip, snap,
Yeah.
snip, snap.
The potion is the least drunk way you'd ever expect.
How does the father look?
He is dead.
He's for sure.
He is in need of resurrection, not potions.
Okay. Yeah. I'd feel kind of bad about that if I didn't at least give him a glance. Okay, so I've got this dude, and this dude advancing, right? I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast against this guy. And then the other guy. And try and push him back if it hits.
It does hit.
Oh, my thing isn't jumping to the bottom. Okay. If we could please push him back 10 feet.
Yeah.
And then do the same to that guy. that hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Stand back 10 feet, please.
Done.
And then I'm going to. Let's see, it's 15 feet. I'm gonna go in and stand next to the father. Why can't I move?
I think it has walls.
I see. Okay, I'm gonna just stand under the pagoda.
Okay.
That's as far as I can go if it's restricted movement, whatever the word is. That's it for me.
This ghoul's gonna dash as far as it can get. This ghoul's gonna dash as far as it can get.
Oh crap.
The troll. The undead troll. Who, yeah, his movement has been amended already. He is just going to lumber forward. Remind me, can you... Yeah, he will use his action to dash. Not that it is much of a dash. That's him. But he has this shield lifted up and a huge morning star, but is just drifting down the street. He's not prompted his save either. Let me...
It seems like every turn it kind of uses a reaction. Like the moment someone finishes their turn, it just indicates the reaction is used.
Oh, it does.
Oh, he may have... What's your save?
16.
Oh, he does not make it. He rolls 15.
Was his movement in line with being slowed?
Yes, he dashed.
Okay.
So he was... Oh, actually, there's also a crowd, though. Kesha will swing his greatsword at this ghoul that is approaching from the south. Jesus. First misses with a 2. Second misses with a 4. That's him.
Thanks for coming, fellow warrior.
Another white. Shoots at young Pipling.
They are prejudiced.
Yes. 21, which it says misses. What's your AC currently?
Shield 21.
Oh, yeah, I completely misread. I thought my attack came out as 21.
No.
A natural 20 on that one. And of course, your reaction has already been used to do the shield in the first place.
Well, shield can't stop a natural 20. A lot of damage. Ah!
Do whatever concentrationing you need to.
I maintain.
Oh, he maintains. That was the second one, yeah. First one was the one where I misread it. Yep, that's all he can do. So this guy is going to come up against a guard and this big raging lizard. I think he's going to swing at the lizard. That has just dispatched his companion. You said you were not reckless, Obsidian, correct?
I am not reckless, yes.
Irregular attack.
Hmm.
This.
Well. Hmm. It hits regularly.
Has it prompted the save from you automatically?
No, it has not.
Oh.
I will also
Make a
regain some of the
DC
HP.
Make a DC 10 Constitution save.
That should, in theory, be fairly easy, but it's not this time around.
Good grief! You are paralyzed.
Yes, I know. That is a fun effect to have.
As the claws dig in through your scales, you just feel a chill. And you seize up. Yeah. You are incapacitated, you can't move, you can't speak, you automatically save strength and dex saving throws. Attacks against you have advantage. Any attack that hits you is a crit. If. Oh! Never knew that. Only if within 5 feet of you, so you can't get absolutely pincushioned of arrows. Okay. Yes, that's not good for you. But it doesn't have multi-attack. The armoured undead figure sat atop the horse just very slowly lifts its hand and turns it over, almost like inspecting the magical shimmer that's on it. It moves forward slowly on that ghostly horse, and then the horse just vanishes into a cloud, and he's immediately just stood looking at you. However, that is the extent of his movement, but I don't believe... Ah! He will... I haven't turned this hand over. Let me check the conditions of slow. He is gonna... His hand will glow black and purple for a moment, and he is attempting to cast a spell on himself. He will attempt to cast Dispel Magic.
May I
Shit.
do my thing?
Remind me the thing.
If the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, roll a d20. On an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn, and the creature must use its action on that turn to cast a spell for being slowed. Here is 1d20.
Okay. So you will attempt. Nice. So this spell goes off next turn, yeah?
Yes, and it will take his action on that turn.
Cool. Okay. That is
Did he?
all he will do. I clicked it, but he hasn't actually removed a condition on him.
Yeah, but has he moved that far and used an action?
He was on his horse.
Ah,
He was on the spectral steed, which is now
bummer.
gone. Okay, that's him. Let me roll his wisdom saving throw. Cool. Okay. Ghoul. This ghoul is going to... You hear another house being burst into and screams. Sound to the north of you.
God, how poorly did Zero roll in initiative?
Very
Okay,
very
Siri,
end.
you're up.
I'm up. my game isn't. Um, it's all completely frozen. I've reloaded 3 times, so every time I get the spinny wheel of death every time I try to do something. But I'll tell you what I'd like to do. Um, I'm 50 feet away from the nearest archer that is targeting Pip. I can summon Cora 30 feet away from me, and they can travel 30 feet.
You are 60
Would
feet away from the nearest archers on rooftops. Even if we're generous and ignore Pythagoras, you are 60, 70, or 65 feet away from.
is that because I can't use any tool, right? Like I can't use anything.
So good thing with
That's
Foundry is
one.
when I have you selected and I mouse over any token, it shows how far that token away is. So the one at the bottom who you're repeatedly pinging is 64 feet away. 65.
That'll be enough, right?
You see me
'Cause it only
pinging
needs
something?
to go next to it.
Someone was pinging.
I,
Someone.
I was pinging.
Cool.
Yeah, I was pinging. It says 50 from
It says
from
50
yeah.
when you measure it. It says
When
50?
you measure it with the
Then maybe it is including Pythagoras.
ruler.
Surely it isn't Pythagorasan.
Can you imagine? That'd be amazing.
Yeah, it's Pythagorasing. Because yeah, if I get the ruler and manually do it, it's saying 50. That's weird.
Either way, the space next to it would be 60, which you
It
could
is.
get to.
Okay. I can't click anything. Would you mind rolling? So, I guess what I'd like to do is for Cora to protect Pip by attacking the archer nearest to us twice.
Okay. So you're summoning Kura next to that guy. I thought you had to summon Kura within 30 feet of you.
Yes, but they can move 30 feet on our combined turn.
Cool.
So yeah.
Yep, so Kura. So you want me to attack this guy twice using what? Your passkey?
Yeah, this is so frustrating. I don't know. Maybe I need to reset my whole computer or something, which I might do at the end of this turn.
First one hits. I've rolled the damage. 12 damage. Second one. Possibly miss it. Nope, still hits. For 11 damage.
Is it still up?
It is.
Okay, then I'd like to unleash Incarnation.
Which is what? Okay, so that's
It's a
use.
special.
You have one
That's right.
use remaining today.
Yep.
And here is a third attack. Me to beat it. Does a further 12 damage.
God, it's still up.
It's still up.
All right, end of my turn. Cora's gonna pop out of existence.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reset my computer. I might join on mobile on Discord.
Okay, okay, that's gonna blow up the. We will take our break slightly early because that's gonna fuck up all the Zoom windows. So yeah, we will pause there for a moment. Oh wow, that was end of a round. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So top of a round, we'll be back in a few. Okay. Round 2. Pip. You're up.
Ding, ding, ding. Okay, I shall target the nearest white. Actually, I will preferentially target the white that paralyzed Obsidian and sliver its mind. Culture Mantis! He says very quietly from under a table. Yeah, get slivered. Cool.
Mind be slivered.
It's still difficult terrain from all the people, right?
Yes.
Okay. And this thing in the center, is this just like a platform?
The bandstand, if you mouse over it, it will
Oh yeah.
fade out.
So it will. Okay. I was just wondering if there was something that would provide more significant cover, but there is not going to be within range, so I shall stay put.
Okay. No, it's not a reaction. Stop being
Yeah, that's very
a
annoying.
piece of shit. First arrow on the bunny misses. Second arrow on the bunny hits.
Was that
Unless he's
including a
got-
-2?
That was including a -2.
You bastard, I will shield.
He pops a shield!
What are level 1 spell slots for, my guy?
Shields.
I could do this all day.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10. He dashes. A ghoul approaches you, Asher, but shoving its way through and slashing and biting at people as it goes. It has nothing left by the time it gets to you. Another 2 arrows come flying. This is obviously all happening at the same time, near enough. Oh, that could still be. Just falls short of the shield. One, you see it flying towards you, Pip. Aim true, but it just ricochets off at the last moment. As does the next one. 2 that come in and just...
Would all be hits without shield.
Obsidian. Paralyzed.
Wow.
Useless. Let me confirm how long. Oh, for 1 minute. Cool. You can't do anything. It's the end of your turn. Make a DC 10 Constitution save and see if you manage to shake it off.
Yay.
Thanks for playing. See you next round. More horrified screams from inside buildings.
So just to confirm, I am no longer at this point paralyzed.
Yes, sorry, I forgot to remove it from me, but you will be. You are no longer paralyzed, and next turn will be normal for you.
Cool, cool, cool. I mean, unless it hits again.
Unless it hits again, which is certainly what I'm hoping for. A nat 20 on the pip.
Fuck me.
It's prompting me for a reaction. However,
You
I
have
just
already.
shielded.
No.
So...
He maintains.
Maintains.
Another at -2.
I need to leave. Fuck.
Oh my fucking god.
Really?
Oh my god.
Might be low damage, you never know. Oh, I actually clicked normal, which is stupid of me. What do I roll for? I roll 1 more per die, don't I?
Well, there goes
What is the
thingy, slow, and maybe my consciousness.
an additional 2 damage, which I have deducted from you now.
Just hold on a goddamn minute, will you?
Asher, you're up. Huh, Is he still compelled to use his spell in his next turn? We'll say yes. Asher, you're up.
I believe
Uh-huh.
so.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Fuck. Shit. Okay, this creature has rushed right up in my face. And I know that Pip's taking hits behind me, so I am just going to raise up this stupid little buckler that I got. And as I do, I will cast Regal Blast at this guy.
In melee range. So disadvantageous? Well, 3.
Yep.
So yeah, that
But
was
I get a
cool that you
second.
used it.
Whatever.
You do. Are you going to move before using that one? That second blast?
I was hoping to
Okay.
nuke him and then run.
Make another cast at disadvantage then. It's either take the opportunity attack and risk paralysis, or do it at disadvantage. Pick one.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him again.
Okay, another 2 disadvantage.
Oh
It's
shit,
once
I
again
didn't.
hidden
Hold
disadvantage.
on. I'll roll it again. Motherfucker. I'm just gonna run anyways.
Yep, it's going to make an opportunity attack.
It will. Yep.
This is looking. If you get paralyzed,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I don't think that hits. No, misses. Go on, you can move.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna just slide in next to you. But that's it for my fucking turn.
You have no bonus action heals?
I have no bonus action heals. I used
dear.
them all down in the graveyard.
Oh dear.
Yep.
Okay.
My bonus action heals are gone.
This ghoul is going to attack Kesha. Tick tock. Hits. He isn't prompted for a save either, but oh well, let's go for it. He needs to make a 10 or be paralyzed. He makes a 12. He's good. This ghoul's rushing to this guy. Dash it. Oh no, difficult terrain. 30 feet. So dash takes him to here. Kesha is going to strike twice at this ghoul. In fact, no, he's not. Kesha is instead going to risk the fucking hit. He braces his great sword up against, trying to put it sort of between him and the ghoul, almost as a bit of a shield, and just casts a hand backwards behind him towards Pip, and is going to cast Healing Word. that is his bonus. And then he will make his attack against your boy. Not as a reaction, you dickhead.
Strong. A second hit, incredible.
Yeah, cast a hand back,
Oh,
put his
fuck.
healing magic into Pip, and then just.
Maybe he's not a total dud after all.
Certainly more damage than Siri can do.
Sire,
Yeah.
the moment that Pip's spell is disrupted, you see all the archers split to different targets again. It was absolutely coordinated and deliberate focus fire.
Yeah.
Let's check the range on that. Okay. Yeah, this next white is going to focus on you, Siri.
Sure.
How about roll as a journey? This ghoul is going to attempt to strike Obsidian again because, as far as he knows, he's just paralysed him and is about to try and make good on it. Oh, womp womp. Yeah. He comes in again, but you're waiting for it this time, Obsidian.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it.
This Sparta militia is gonna. He's an older man. He's got a spear, and he just hesitates for a moment, and then darts forward with a spear, and
Good for him.
strikes out
Thus passes.
at the Udex.
What's his face?
Oh, sword. Just glances off his vambrace. So, the Udex's spell goes off. That's his action. He will do that and then just continues moving forward with the crowd. I'm going to see if young man has the gall to take an opportunity swing at him. Yeah, just clanks off his plate. More screams from buildings. Siri, you're up. You can hear that buildings around you are being broken into and bloodshed is unleashing.
Which
Are you
which
able
building?
Are you able to control?
Sorry,
or
left.
is it still...
Yeah.
I mean, I've described them as they've been happening direction-wise. There's one at the north of the town, a couple to the south of you as well.
Siri's going to look at the incoming guys, the dispersing crowd, turn to Asher and Pip and Kesh and say, "We need to find a place with cover. We can't face them up in the open."
Where?
At least closer to Obsidian. And then I'm gonna do the same thing that I did before. So I'm going to manifest Cora, who's then going to dash to. I don't know, so I've just dropped him somewhere because I can't see. Oh, I dropped him inside the house. No.
Which?
Damn, I'm trapped.
My God, where is he, GJ? Where did you do it?
Hey,
Hold
he
on,
just fell down
please,
through the.
please
I
don't
put,
go exploring my map on a character that's just. Oh my God,
I
man.
put him on the roof, but he.
Where in relation to you, GJ?
South, east, where the archer is. The archers
Oh,
are
okay, all the way over there,
here,
right? Okay.
here.
Yeah, please don't drop on top of building because I need to change the elevation.
Sorry.
Now it's on the roof. Yeah.
To be honest, I wasn't sure which one you'd been attacking on my behalf last time, but
one of the ones to the south.
Okay. Would you mind if I move there?
You've been attacking the one that's to your left. Is when you're attacking before.
Okay. Thank you. CRA, and I need to click this, and then I click normal. Okay, that hits. Damage. And God, okay.
It staggers for a moment, and you feel like you've perhaps finally bloodied it.
Nope. I think it hits.
Yeah, it hits.
8. Nope.
Nice.
Total of 8.
8 damage. You know what?
What's it gonna be?
Yeah. Okay. I'll use my last Unleash Incarnation.
Okay.
Because we just need to start killing some things.
Hits.
It does. Come on. Roll better. Still not good enough. Okay. I don't want to move first, but I'm gonna sort of see if just point towards Obsidian and see if Asher and Pip and Kesha would start retreating, because it looks like the onslaught is coming from the east. But she's not gonna move first, so.
Okay. Top of the round. Pip, you are up.
Still difficult terrain.
No, now we are round 3 now. The crowds have sufficiently dispersed.
Okay. Well, in that case, different things. Would you do me the honor of unpausing? Because I would never dream to bypass it. How far can I run away? I will... Whoops. 5... Well, I'll come out from under the table. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. On my way, I will, for an action, Mind Sliver the Ghoulie? Or whatever that creature is, I guess.
You don't say ghoulie.
Whatever he is.
He's a ghoul.
Cool.
Oof. Not one. His head explode.
I still have 5 more things. I can open the door for free, right? Or interaction.
Yes.
These are human beings, correct?
Yeah.
That don't look like they're gonna eat me.
Struggling-ish, but just a pan. It's a generic. It's like a generic token, but these are just townsfolk.
Okay. and I will pop inside and bonus action chug a potion of healing for a mighty 2d4 plus 2 when it's a bonus action, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Bonus
That is
action,
correct. Make it so.
use healing 2d4 plus 2. Don't know why it hit it the roll for
Red.
me, but
6. What the fuck?
slightly below average.
A 2 plus a 2 plus a 2.
I mean, if it was a 2 and a 3, that would, like 7 would have been average. So it is what it is. That is all my bits.
This guy's going to take a shot at Sire. Oh, also Kura would have vanished.
Yes, he would. Yep, they would. Necrotic bow. Misses.
Bloodied Ghoul will continue forward.
This asshole.
Go to attack Asher once more. He is about to make an attack at a target within 5 feet of you, Sire.
Please, may I sentinel?
That happens after the attack is made, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep,
It doesn't
okay.
matter if it hits though.
So here's his attack against Asher. It fails, and then Sire comes in with the
Sword to the face.
that is
The hit?
very much to the face.
I don't know why I rolled twice, but it rolled exactly the same thing.
Cool. Yep, hits. Roll damage. Hell's bells.
Nice.
Whee!
Tell me how you kill it.
So she's looking at Cora, but the school, she just kind of sees it, and it sees it kind of claw at Asher. Asher dodges, and instead she meets the ghoul meets her, looks into the face.
Okay, well that's its turn.
Through the
Cut
jaw.
short. This white is going to shoot at. Do you know what? It's going to do 1 at Sire, 1 at Kesha. Sire's misses with an 8.
Oh no.
Kesha misses with an 8. Obsidian. Ah, Sire has redemption. Obsidian, your Tron.
No idea the words you're saying, but
Ooh,
Nice.
crit. Oh, I feel like
No.
Obsidian always crits on things where it's going to kill them anyway. He is the
I mean,
master,
sometimes it's
the
relevant.
master of the overkill.
That was like, yeah, 1-1-4-2. Okay, sure,
Kill.
sure. I crit. Or damage I could achieve without it. Yeah, clash it. Bash it into the wall. I can see one creeping from there. Has this guy been doing anything? The one next to
ones
me,
that
because
they've
I
got
feel like
next-
he's just been standing there.
So whenever they've gotten next to each rather than just bog this down even more, they have been locking down things that they get next to. So they're effectively taking things out of combat. Because otherwise this would be
Sure.
forever long.
Oh. How about you make yourself useful? Run to the mayor's house and gather more guards.
He
As
nods.
Obsidian will. As Obsidian will.
Will-
I've seen at least 10 out there. Sure. They're coming from that side. Pip has already made his move to the other side. I guess Obsidian will try to get in line with Sire now. And Kesha is around 2, I guess. I've already made an attack, so I don't need to make another. Sure. Oh wait, you wanted to... Okay, you know what? Obsidian will make a line a bit further then. Yeah, and this is... I'm good. Still raging, by the way, because my rage persisted when I was paralyzed due to taking damage. Just so that's clear.
Yeah, this guy's going to take shots at Siri.
What's this?
A 22.
Actually hits. Ooh, Siri takes an arrow to the knee.
Asha! That guy was coming in and Siri just chops him down.
I still see this guy to the north creeping down. Having unsuccessfully but felt the stirrings of a new spell, I'm gonna try it out again.
Yeah. The beam. It's very strange. It's almost like a full... It doesn't... The closest thing I can imagine, I can describe to it is very much like an Iron Man repulsor beam. But it comes from your buckler with this searing golden light for just a rapid moment. And just blasts out with a high shrill. And yeah, strikes.
Cool. And it says I get 2 of them.
Yep.
So I shall go again.
Ooh.
That second one kills it.
Cool.
It just blasts through 2 rapid fire and just bathes it in light for a moment, and it falls to the floor, smouldering.
I'm gonna do a quick glance around to see if I can see anything else that's like creeping in to the north or west. Specifically, I'm gonna back up. I'm going to back. Man, why? What the hell? Why can I not move?
I mean, you just moved quite a bit for me.
Yeah, but I couldn't move with the mouse, and it's because I was on the measure tool. It's fine. It was a user error. I'm gonna move down to this doorway, except not right in front of it. Yeah.
Okay. Dashed back. They can't attack. Of this huge lumbering undead thing with just armor strapped to it with this wicked morning star just comes running over with a horrible roar, but it doesn't have an attack in it. Kesha does though. He will step forward, take it up. What you recognise as a flavourful, not mechanical, Gija, flanking position with you, and we'll start to try and go to work with his sword. First one misses, second one's a crit.
Nice.
Makes up for the miss.
Whoa.
That was a big attack.
Oh, well
Big attack.
done,
The creature
Kaka.
just staggers back for a moment And like that, his sword's not even got like the holy water smoldering effect that it had before when he had prep time. But yeah, a heavy blow. That's his turn though. As you square up to this thing, Sire, you just become aware of the sound of a rain of bows being loosed behind you. Another crit.
Fuck me. Can I can't shield that, can I? I crit anyway.
You had
No.
already used your reaction to Sentinel this yeah, since your last turn.
Oh yeah. My god, these are long turns, you're right.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Second attack.
My god.
So nearly another 20 on mine.
Oh gosh. No thank you. Ominous. The thunder and all. Oh wait, I don't like it when you take so long to think.
I don't like it when he's moving a character in like and he deliberately clicks each move like it's stomping into the fight. It's like why what's happening?
The Udex just seems to stop, weighs his sword in his hand, and seems to be anticipating something.
Oh god.
More screams from buildings to the north. In fact, no, she's dead. He'd be coming out by now.
Oh, you calling it Udex as if like that should ring a bell? Is this like the name of a creature that's here with no? Like, I think you're calling it like the ogre or something.
Who mentioned the Udex?
Mr. Death, briefly.
No, but in character, I think somebody had mentioned. I'll have to review the notes. But yeah, you have heard this described as one of the leaders of this group.
Oh, but this was the
Okay.
the Death Knight style armored warrior.
Yeah.
Okay. Sir is going to grab
Well, it isn't their fucking
the.
turn yet.
Oh, it isn't.
It's
Sorry. Oh, it
Ghoul's
was.
turn. However, I'm being
Stupid
facetious.
Ghoul.
He has done everything that I wanted him to do. So now it is Siri's turn.
Sir would like to take the vial of holy water. Now it doesn't. It doesn't say. Well, it needs to do a dexterity saving throw, I guess. But I want to kind of like crush it on the ogre, like kind of like smash it against himself. Like, you know, he's right next to me. I just want to like.
Yeah, make a. Well, so what's his deck? He needs to make. Yeah, he needs
It's
to make a.
it's a. Yeah.
What
Hold on.
DC with his 6 dexterity?
I think if you use it on him, it should do it like it would an attack.
Yeah, target him and try and use it.
I'm going
See
to
what
click it.
happens.
I am clicking it. Usability.
Oh, yeah. Now what?
I don't know.
Roll damage or
Do you have a damage button?
Yep. There is a
Oh,
damage.
look at that! Look at that little smash! Marvelous.
8. This is bullshit.
He
I mean,
rolled a 5.
2d8.
It's
So
radiant,
he.
so maybe it hurt a bit more. I don't know.
It did seem to harm him quite a lot.
But as in like 16, quite a lot, or more than
Yes.
16.
As in,
Oh, that sucks.
what fucking liberties? Yeah, it was vulnerable.
Well, that sucks because that's like one attack. Okay, I thought it might be more. I'm going to. Hold on. Why is my second wind going away? My button. My pretty button's gone away. Okay. Well, I'm going to press this button. Second wind. Well, that was slightly underwhelming, I'd say, for the. Ooh, but that's nice.
If it helps, it's
Didn't-
much less underwhelming in 2024 because it counts as a replacement for one attack.
Not both attacks. Well, it doesn't help, does it?
Nope.
Because we're in 2014.
Anything
Okay.
else from you, Siri?
Do I step? Do I go? I'm gonna stay.
Okay.
Hey, or should I go?
Top of the round, Pip, and I am going to remove those who are locked in combat with each other, just to speed things, and hopefully some of the performance issues that Gigi's having.
Okay. I am popping my head out of the door. I see a troll. I can see a couple of
In the
white.
dungeon!
Trail.
An ogre. Where's the leader gone?
He's under the.
Oh, he's in the bandstand.
Pagoda, yeah.
Bastard. Okay. How far away are they? It's not telling me that. Oh, there it is. There's the distance. 30 feet, 55 feet. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, I can't get that close. 25, 30. Bugger. Such a short range spell. Oh, I could bunny hop though. Okay, I will go all the way here, which is 30 feet. I will target both the ogre and the knight, and I will cast Hideous Laughter at 2nd level, allowing me to target 2 enemies. Wisdom save says
Why did it not ask me to do
fails.
one for him?
That was a very funny joke. How does that sound, by the way?
That's a good question. Where is
Rhesus
my spell?
Abundant.
Oh yeah, Rhesus Abundat.
I
don't tell a joke.
need to see where, because he should have had advantage on that, but I only got the option to manually dictate the roll for the zombie troll.
Okay,
Don't get why.
then roll a second time and
Yeah.
see if it beats the DC. Please don't beat the DC.
What is it? Con?
No.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. I don't think 15.
That fails. I shall thusly bunny hop. Zoop.
Do you have
Get
the
back.
materials, by the way, or are you just using a focus? Because those are some materials.
Component pouch.
Okay. Just. Mhm.
What are
Do you throw it at them, or?
The official
the deal?
components are a tart and a feather.
ridiculous?
He does something obscenely funny with the tart and feather.
Wouldn't you like to know what he does with them? And he will call out to his compatriots, "You must only target one at a time. Focus your efforts." And that is that.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the end.
Not sure
of
why I
that
bothered
turn.
doing both.
Yep. You are again immediately focused down with Archer Fire.
Oh shit. Okay. you! Fuck you! What was this about manually adjusting? I will use my reaction to Chronal Shift.
Cool. Remind me.
It has to. I think it's a reroll.
That's 30
Oh,
foot
no,
range,
wait.
though, isn't it?
Creature
It's
within 30 feet.
It's 70
Bastard.
feet range.
Correct. Oh, I can't shield it, so it hits me.
Oh my lord.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I clicked normal, not fucking crit again. Damn it. What the hell?
Oh my god.
The concentration check does a laugh. What? That's weird.
I guess.
That should have been a further 5 damage.
Oh god.
I'm not sure how that would have affected your concentration roll.
Oh
Oh,
my
right.
god.
No, fuck you. I should have rolled
mean-
it again with
Wait,
advantage.
why would
It wouldn't affect it
But-
because
Yeah.
half the damage is still plenty.
Okay,
So they should still have it on them.
reapply- Do you want to just
Okay.
reapply a condition to them both?
So they'd be prone and incapacitated.
Yeah.
And I'll mark myself concentrating.
All sorted?
If they make the save,
I might
then
just,
it won't.
I'll just disadvantage it, so more chance of it sticking on both. It did prompt me that time. That's very odd. And they rolled naturally quite high, just to be fucking awkward. Obviously.
Yeah, if you copy it from the other one, it should be alright.
How do I copy? Oh, just dragging it from one sheet to the other.
Yeah.
Is the thing of having wizards. Combats never go smoothly. From a UI perspective. Okay. God, that was only its first attack as well, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Attack 2. Don't be a crit. A dirty 21.
Oh my god.
Wait, that... I would have to... I can't do anything about that. I can use shield, but it wouldn't stop it, so...
I thought you
Means
had
it
no
would beat it.
shields.
I
Or
can
you
cast
got-
shield
you can
again,
down- Oh, can you?
but it wouldn't make a difference
11.
because my
Pip
and that
crashes to the floor.
And the spells drop,
hop.
right?
yes.
Oh shit, yeah, and the spell drops. But they're still gonna be prone until their turn.
Yes. God, those guys roll so high.
This guy is gonna drop down from the ceiling, or hang down from the ceiling, and drop down to the floor. Obsidian. You see the bunny has crashed out.
Well, not much Obsidian can do about it.
Well, Asher's
Instead-
right there.
Yeah. Instead, noticing that the big ones are lying on the ground, Obsidian will try to take advantage of that while not exposing himself. Run all the way around the big one. Try to position himself so that he's also a target potentially for the Udex. Actually, I could just impose myself here. I think that's probably the most in his way. Yep. And right. And as he goes, the flames will stir and condense onto the weapon.
Oh.
Uses a bonus action to light them all on fire.
Oh,
So that would be an advantageous, please.
Absolutely.
Pretty
hits.
good.
Jesus.
+2. I will just add all the damage on the second if it hits.
Okay. Well, I'll -2 now. I've done.
Oh, okay. Well,
2.
sure. Okay, and then damage, and let's go situational bonus 2 +2. Normal. That should do it.
Did I
That does do it. Well, as the creature is on the ground, considering we are all just surrounded. I mean, you know what? Obsidian has been just rushing forward, so I guess he might just jump on top of the creature, slam it first at the legs, just try to hamper it, but then just sort of looks towards the weakened foe and slams the second one right in the head, clonking it. I think that's pretty much enough. Just sort of stands on the corpse. And actually, so that will not end my movement then, because considering Obsidian has some movement left, he will just sort of position himself right next to the big guy.
And he's holding onto the hilt of his great sword, just knelt down with his eyes closed, clearly focusing, trying to master something at the moment. Any further actions from you?
No, I'm good.
Okay. As you position around him, arrows start to fly at you from behind Obsidian. First one misses.
Huh?
Second one's a nat. Big nats in this combat.
These guys.
Oh, shit.
So many big naturals.
So this will be annoying, because you will have to tell me how much of that was necrotic.
Let's have a look. 11 of it was necrotic.
Okay, so 17 was there, so
17
then
piercing.
8. Okay, +8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that looks nicer. Yeah, that's him. Asher.
So heavy blow.
Okay. I am going to run up to Pip, and I'm going to do my best to, like, kneel over him. So that if anyone's fucking shooting at him, like, I'm just kind of holding up the buckler, and I'm gonna put a hand on him and cast heal. Or cure wounds or whatever.
Pip snaps back to it.
I am bonus action going to cast Sanctuary on him.
Okay. He is sanctuaried.
I'm gonna look at him as he like kind of wakes up and just like kind of hit him on the side. Like, get the fuck inside!
Did he save against being sanctuaried? Damn it, Foundry.
I rolled it with disadvantage, but I still saved. So, yes, I'm sanctuaried.
Yeah.
And then I am. How far is that? God damn it. I am then going to like kind of tuck back behind, like, so I'm at least kind of a little bit behind the corner of this wall from those archers, but still able to like poke my head out when I eventually need to. Yelling at Pip to follow me.
Okay. Dawnsinger is gonna keeping his eye on Eudex, sort of rush over sideways to Pip. And he's gonna pump an additional heal into him. half nod, gives you a pat that's almost a bit of a almost forceful push towards the doorway, and he will come around and ready himself to face Bayudex.
That's the healing word. Does he need to pat him?
That was like a flavourful getting that fucking build.
Okay, gotcha.
Sort of,
Okay.
as he was next to him, it's like, go on.
Uh-huh.
It's not all about mechanics, you know, Mr. Death. Role playing as well. Oh.
Well,
these guys
I
can
mean,
put one in
Thank you,
obsidian.
Don Singer, for taking time to RP. We are dying. We need your damage.
This is on obsidian. Misses on Kesha. The Udex rises from his kneeling position, sort of looks around him, looks up for a moment, and then just turns towards you, Obsidian, and takes his blade that dances with black and purple energy, and he is going to swing. You're not raging at the moment, are you? Sorry, reckless?
No, I'm not.
A lot of dice.
You need to know the
How
damage
much?
of it.
Yeah.
13 was slashing.
Okay. 7.
Let me know when you've amended. Yep. And then he strikes once more.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, Kesha couldn't have healed Pip and gotten to the guy, Mr. Death, to your Discord comment.
I mean, he could have if he used his healing word as a healing word.
Oh
Fucker.
shit! I see. Okay, okay. Siri, it's you. Now your comment makes more sense.
Okay, Sarah is going to approach towards. I can't really see. Oh, now I can see underneath it. Great. I'm just going to move here. Actually, here, just to give Kesha some space. Sorry, Father. But as she comes in through a guarding position, I'm gonna once again summon Cora up the rooftop. I'm just giving you warning, DM. Maybe that I'm gonna drag him to the floor.
So you want him
Oh,
up on
is
that
he still-
rooftop next to that white?
Yes, please.
Done.
Just so I don't fall. Nice. Reselect Sarah because she's the one that has the attacks on the sheet. Oh,
A nat 20.
natural 20.
Nice. Finally, we get one.
Damage. Damage. And it's still alive. How much HP does this stupid white have?
Very, very little at this point.
Oh no.
But enough
Oh
to
my
last one
God.
round.
Well, you know what? No, it's not. Fucking action surge. I am killing this white if it's the last thing I do.
Here come 2 nat ones.
Oh, please
Josh.
that'd be too good. You attacked yourself weirdly with that one, but that would have been a
Oh.
hit.
I think the action
Okay,
surge
fine.
made itself
Yeah,
target.
targeted her.
How do I roll damage now for this thing?
Just
It's
roll
the
your
D8.
dice. Just roll your dice damage manually.
It's 1d8 plus 7. 9.
9.
7, it's dead.
Oh, thank God. I'm gonna use my second attack against the thing, the Eudex.
Okay.
I feel like this is the kind of thing where I'm gonna attack it and then it's gonna hurt me for some reason. 17.
Yeah, that hits.
14 damage.
Nice.
Cora fizzles out.
He does. End of
That's
the
my turn.
round. You notice, I would say, anybody who's out there in the square. Oh, just Ash is not in the building. That other than the Eudex and the zombie, the other troops, the archers have been supporting, but the ghouls and some of the whites who've come down from the roofs just seem to be fanning out through the buildings now, going from building to building.
Cool.
Pip, you're up.
Cool. I will turn to the southernmost white that I can see, and I'm going to use momentary stasis.
What is this?
Sweet. So that's a chrono feature. He's incapacitated for 1 round. It is not an attack, a spell that affects an enemy, or damaging. So I am still sanctuaried.
How is it not a... Oh, is it an ability, not a spell?
It is a chrono feature.
Nice.
And
So it does not... You do not break your covenant of peace.
indeed. I feel less inclined to hide, but also I don't know what else I would do with my movement. So, sure. I duck back into the building.
Obsidian, you're up.
Right, you are, I am. Let's see. That building on top of which the whites are,
Yes?
I wonder, is it run-inable? Could I, like, jump through a window or something, get in it?
There is a
Or are the
window.
doors open? I don't know.
So the door is closed. You can see... Does the door marker show up for you, yeah?
Yeah.
There is a window immediately to the north of the door, a window immediately to the south, and there is a window
Sure.
on the north side here as well.
Okay. Cool. Good to know. I will go for reckless attacks upon this guy. Right next to me.
The first
19,
one
unfortunately
just
missed.
grabs the haft of your maul and you wrench it away.
I will try to bite him for that. That hits.
24
That
hits,
is
yep.
that is unfortunately not fiery, but still a bunch of damage. That's +2. And then for my final trick, hopefully I hit.
As you bite, for something that is clearly undead, surprisingly warm to the taste.
I will remember this.
Num.
For now, though, he takes 19.
Well, am I taking 2 more off my mind?
Yeah.
Did you forget it?
And I will slam him back towards Sire. As Obsidian will rush for that window now. Having taken a bunch of damage, seeing that the archers seem to be tracing him, and the big guy has also had his attention, he will just try to find a spot. Well, I am colliding with a wall, so if you could
Are you jumping
get
through a
me
window?
inside. Yeah. Just trying to find a way to cut the lines of sight.
You can hear footsteps on the roof above.
That's perfectly fine. And that is where Obsidian will end his turn.
Yeah, those whites just firing on Syria then.
Can they? I have a roof on me.
Yeah. It's not stopped anybody else at any point from doing it. It's a bandstand. It's not directly above you. They've been able to shoot at people who are past it.
Okay.
But they're also at the same height as the bandstand roof.
I wonder if they can see me. I think they should roll. Maybe they hit their captain. Just saying. Look, I just flinched. She was like, no, don't do it. I'm kidding, hit me.
God, I hope.
I mean, like, don't hit me.
First one misses.
No.
I am due
No.
20. It's been at least 2 actions. Both miss.
Yeah.
Asha, you're up.
Okay. I absolutely thought that Ugoda would give us cover too, so now I don't know where to go. I am going to poke out and try to blast one of those guys on the roof.
That hits. You don't target one of them? Oh, that took
Yeah.
a second to come up. That's weird. Oh, my thing stopped scrolling again.
Oh, what terrible damage!
Oof, that was bad damage. However, did seem to hurt him more than usual. That's your
Yeah.
first
Can
blast.
Regal Blast not be agonizing?
I know, right?
It is not.
Oh.
Wow.
Oof. The second
That one
one
misses.
doesn't go off. Okay, and then I'm gonna try and, back up a bit and tuck down here so that they're not. What?
I've got Regal Blast down as being the same base damage as Eldritch Blast, haven't I?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why not have it tap into your other features then? Yeah, it could be agonizing.
Okay.
There's no reason for not to be.
What
It's
does
only
that
the damage
do?
type.
Oh yeah.
That's your increased damage.
No, I
for...
mean I know, but like, does it
Plus
do
Charisma
all-
mod.
We will say that your Regal Blast can do all the augments that your Eldritch can do.
Okay. Cool. What is my mod is +4 for charisma, so I guess +4 on that
Well,
damage.
it's vulnerable, so I've taken off 8.
Nice, thank you.
And he could be pushed away if you chose.
You could be pushed away.
Shit,
if you
yeah,
so chose.
I will push that dude back.
Okay.
Do you have the pull one as well, or just push?
No, just push.
Anything else from you, Asha?
No, I want to like kind of duck, down here a little bit. Still able to poke my head out, make sure that Siri's alive, but like away from their fire.
Okay. Kasha steps up to attack the Udex. "17 misses. 22. He comes in. His aim is true, but then very, very rapidly, the Udex brings up the hilt of his greatsword, smacking with a parry. Kesha's away. The attack does not land. This white comes back forward and is going to try and shoot at Siri. Terrible 13 and 21.
So I'm gonna shield. It says here that I have used my reaction, but I don't think I have.
Don't think this round you have. The only one you used was to protect Asher, and that was last round.
Yeah, you
I
don't have any
don't
opportunity
think I did.
attacks. Yeah, I don't think you have.
So shield.
Child. Okay.
Child. So my AC is now 24. 20. How much does it do?
On a
I
good
don't know,
day,
isn't it?
it will have updated. You had 20, it should be 25.
Awesome.
Okay.
It's not updated. It still says
No,
20.
it hasn't. I'll make a note of it.
That's fine. Just wondering if this guy's gonna hit me, then it's also a good idea to have it.
The Udex turns to the north for a moment. And then just calls out, "We have it!" And looking down between you and Kesha, so I am going to leave now. If you attempt to stop me, you will die. And he will turn to walk away. Kesha looks to you. What will you do?
We're going for it, right? I'm looking at it like as in like we're going for it.
Are you going for it? Well, you personally are.
Yeah.
You've used your reaction, but looking between the two of you, do you look committed to stopping it? Do you want Kesha to opportunity attack?
Oh yes, he's not going anywhere. If I can,
Okay.
like, as in like I will. He can try to kill me.
Yeah. So Kesha will make an opportunity attack. It is not successful. Udex is so be it. And he will make an attack against Kesha. And then an attack against you. Nat 20 against Kesha. Oh, he's also targeting himself. Can make a note of his HP so I can set it back.
I totally killed that guy.
Oh my god.
Good job. Good job.
Just put his HP back. What's Kesha looking like?
He's now below 100.
Kesha has a HP value, that's for sure. Yeah, Udex ain't no fool. He's making a second attack against Kesha.
No, I reused my sentinel. No.
Oof. Second one.
Oh, see, that's what happens when you're greedy.
Kesha's down to 1. Sarah,
Guys,
it's you.
I want to unleash on this guy. I'm gonna hit him so hard. I wish I had more things than I do. I have very few things. $14.
22.
Damage.
Parried.
But he already used parried.
But then it was his turn. And he got his reaction back.
Oh, fuck's sakes.
Misses.
Stand here and fight, you coward.
He smiles. Okay. Top of round. Pip.
Beep.
Save me.
I will duck my head out. Let's see. I have very few spell slots. What do I think is most likely to work? I will forsake Sanctuary and try and mind sliver him. I guess that's what I'm doing. Okay.
He is slivered.
Average damage, and his next attack, not attack, his next save
Mm-hmm.
as a
Minus 1d4.
penalty. Oh, I'm still listed as prone. Well, I'm not prone. Total, yeah, I no longer have Sanctuary, but I will duck back inside.
White
I'm
is
not-
released now from your Kung Fu grip, yeah?
It is.
He can just make it to attack Kesha.
God damn it.
Oh! Just check. Yeah, firstly, swings in with the longsword, which misses, but then its hand just reaches forward with this ghostly smoke coming off it and tries to clutch Kesha by the head as it tries to use life drain on Kesha. Nat 20. So, Kesha had
What?
1 HP.
Have you... what?
A humanoid slayed by this attack rises 24 hours later as a zombie under the White's control. Kesha.
Kesha surely is a character that has death saves, right?
Yeah,
Right?
well, yeah, but.
Right.
But he. Let me change him from dead.
What is with you and the crits tonight?
I don't know.
That's
man.
like 8 crits.
I don't know. Where's unconscious? There it is.
That's only if he dies, right?
Yeah, if he dies.
Right.
Obsidian, safe in your warm
Well,
building, making your bone broth.
I mean, Obsidian will now quickly slither out through the same window.
Yep.
Except you have to do it
Oh,
for
yeah,
me.
of course. 5.
And then we'll rush right back. Which I believe he should be able to do, considering this was healthy. Yeah, okay, this is exactly 45. Great. Okay, and we'll just, well, hope that Udex is distracted enough. Come in with heavy blows, hopefully. More fire. Advantage, because we will definitely go for reckless here. Great. Yes, love those rolls. Advantage again. And just cannot roll over 10. We will go for my last use of Hungry Jaws, and we'll try to be very, very hungry.
I feel like you normally have good luck with the Hungry Jaws.
And
Yeah.
there we are again. +2.
Oh my god. Ah.
Sure. With that wonderful turn of events, that's Obsidian, that was bonus, that was action, that was movement, all of it, in fact. What the fuck were those rolls? Thank you, game.
Asha,
Um...
in your alleyway of
Yeah,
sin.
This is all happening very quickly. Okay, okay. I am going to bonus action. Expeditious myself.
Mm-hmm.
If I can target myself. Can I target myself?
I don't know, can you?
I don't fucking know.
It seems like maybe you can't.
What is it? Shift click whatever you need to target yourself.
T.
Yep, so you're expeditious.
Yeah.
And then...
And then I'm gonna run over. I feel like I'm gonna fuck.
I'm gonna.
You're gonna
fuck.
what, love?
Run over. Hold on, just a second. I'm running over.
It isn't like you had 20 minutes to get
I'm
to
gonna
it.
get to right next to dude. And I'm going to Word of Radiance so I can get all of them. This
All
guy,
of them? What do you mean?
This guy and I'm standing over his body. This guy and this guy.
So you're standing on top
Yeah.
of Kesha.
Standing over Kesha.
You're stood both feet on his head.
He is laying down.
Yeah.
I am standing over him.
Womp womp.
Whatever. Yeah, alright.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
It really is.
What else from you, Asher?
Nothing. That's it.
Okay. This white also drops down off the roof out of sight. The Udex. He looks between each of you, smiles, only slightly. As good a time as any. Bring me to onslaught quicker then. And he takes his sword and he begins to smoulder for a moment and then burst into flames. And his sword just erupts in a huge explosion as he uses, centered on himself, Hellfire Orb. And just explodes.
Voltorb used self-destruct. Kaboom! Fuck me, that's a lot of dice.
The white. He himself was included in it. Yeah, this is 66 fire, 66 necrotic.
What's the save?
A dex save.
Expeditious. Oh, sorry, yeah, I thought you meant that it popped up. It is a DC 15 dex save.
I'd like to use
You will
my
have-
inspiration.
You'll have to tell me how much of it is fire,
Of
because I will
it,
have that.
let me check where I can see the specific breakdown for you.
What's the DC? I can't tell what's
Um,
a save or not.
When one question at a time. 20 fire.
Okay, so half to 10, half to 5. Okay.
So what was yours? Your question, Monkey?
It's not highlighting them as pass or fail. So which are the passes and fails? What's the DC?
Only Obsidian passed.
Oh,
Everybody else failed. Sire, Asher, White, Udex.
is
and
your
obviously
talisman relevant, Asher?
the talisman?
Uh-huh. Let me see. I do have it. I do have it. I can add.
This might be the first
2d4.
time.
Yeah, 4. So I pass. So I can have the damage.
So yes.
The first roll, her
18.
first roll was a 14, so
Yeah.
total 18.
Cool. So yeah, in that case, Asher, man, this is complicated. Where's the damage you took, Asher? Minus. So you that takes you to being having passed it.
Plus 19, I think.
Yeah. So I'll give you 19 HP back, Asher. I'm doing that now.
Thank you.
Taking you outside of being bloodied.
Did the Udex survive?
Yes.
Fuck me.
What a bitch. Fuck that guy.
Siri, you're up.
I'm going to. I am very hurt. I am very, very hurt. I will continue to attack the Udex with my actions. Oh, of
First one misses.
course it does.
Second one looks like it's going to hit for a moment, but then the parry. A 21 or a 22 gets parried.
With my bonus actions, I would like to drink a potion.
Sure.
Wait, why aren't you quick? Oh, here. It's a lot of clicking. I don't know what that did.
Just roll it manually and what the 2d4 plus 2.
Thanks. The clicking's not working.
Okay, I will roll it for you. So roll 2d4 plus 2.
Thank you.
8, which I will now put onto you, bringing you up to 16.
Thank you.
Okay. Top of a round. I'm clearing my chat log. Pip.
Oh my god, me? Okay, I pop out so I can see what the hell's going on.
Also, to help see what the hell's going on, we'll save that explosion top of roof of a bandstand.
Perfect. I will...
It hasn't destroyed it. It shot it upwards, spinning like a spinning top. It's going to come down in X rounds.
With my few remaining spell slots, I shall pull out a vial of acid, toss it into the air, and catapult it forwards at the Udex.
Am I
Who's
thinking
you?
Baldur's Gate too much? But doesn't acid vial cover a radius?
It does not.
Okay, cool. I was like, your allies are just all like, ah!
But even if it did, like, YOLO, you know?
That is... That's damage. What? Oh!
This should not be a save for half, that's annoying. However, still.
But also... No, I'm being sensible here. His advantage would not come into play because the magic is fucking flinging a glass bottle at him. Yeah, he fails.
I thought I had catapult set up right. Well, regardless, if he fails, he should take all the damage, which
Yeah,
is
he
14.
has taken all of the damage.
And I don't see any more archers. I will stay... Actually, I will move closer. YOLO, right? 5,
So
10,
you keep saying.
15. How far away is he? Ah! No!
What the hell?
5, 10.
Now's not the time,
15,
Pip.
20, 25, 30. I think that's as far as I can go, but that's as far as I want to go anyway, so that's it.
That white was fucking destroyed.
Could you remove the template from Word of Radiance?
God, Luca. I'm so sorry. Monk.
I know, right?
He's still not even bloodied.
Asher, you're up.
I don't think it would tell us if he was.
It will not
It
tell
shows
you.
on us.
It will not tell you when they are.
Oh.
Asher,
It's me.
it's you.
Okay. Is Sacred Flame a ranged spell attack? It doesn't say so.
The saving throw.
Is what?
I'm gonna try and Sacred Flame.
Oh. Sacred Flame!
This motherfucker.
Oh. Wait, how is it Asher's turn, by the way?
Oh, wait, yeah, how is it my turn?
Oh, I deleted
What
a
happened
white.
there?
When I deleted a white who'd moved off, did the initiative tracker default down instead of up?
Possibly. I mean,
Well,
that's
well,
fine.
that's what you did, Asher, and he saved it. Did you have anything else before we find out what Obsidian did several seconds before?
No, I guess not.
Okay. Well, just while that happened, what Obsidian did was... Quick, Asher!
Well, Obsidian will just... Obsidian will just continue doing what didn't seem to work last turn, you know? Because surely, at some point, the dice have to agree with us.
Do they?
But it is not this day. Oh! Can
Didn't
he
he?
parry, though? I don't think he can. Why is it asking
I
if
don't
he
believe
can?
so.
No, I did
think
on for Siri,
He
didn't
parried,
All
yeah,
the reactions are buggered,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I think
that's
he
true.
hasn't.
So, yeah,
but,
that
he
hits.
parried Siri again.
That hits.
Great. That is very cool.
Imagine getting
Well,
to roll
it would
damage.
be
with
if it
it.
was higher rolls. That's +2 again. I'll try to remember on this one if it hits advantage. It hits, I believe.
Hits. You can.
And let's do a +2 this time around. How about that? And
Jeez.
what are those fucking rolls? 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3.
Anything else from
Okay.
you?
Well, no, I have no more bites, so that's just 2 slams at this thing. Does it even seem to react to those? Or do I just keep slamming the plate? He's not moving.
You know what? Fuck this session.
What's up?
Nothing. It's just you've been getting crit after crit after crit after crit after crit, and we're just like, and save after save. The fucking dice hate us.
Why did you say that right now?
Whatever.
What made you say that at this particular moment?
Because I can see the dice.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you saw.
This has been crazy though.
But
Yeah.
we all can see the recharge, I think.
Yeah.
Just in case you...
Why wouldn't he do it again?
Yep.
Ah, fuck's sakes, come on.
Mhm.
You are stretching over a distance of 0. No, that means.
I will. Serious death for sure. Bye.
Bye.
Well, I saved. And I will ask again for fire, unfortunately, because I can resist it again.
Let's have a look. Oh, well, I'm waiting
Right.
I'm still waiting for it to all come up on screen.
I will chronal shift for Ciro. Actually, what was her HP, Ciro, before that happened?
8. No, 15, I think.
Oh, well then.
No, 8.
There's no point trying to help you.
No, 8. Don't worry. I think it was 8. Yeah, it was 8.
Half damage would not be enough.
24 fire damage.
Thank you. Half
And
12. So
that
it's
has not taken it properly into account for him. But this one does. The Udex just, as his explosion goes off, Pip, as you shield your eyes outside, you just see his form rapidly and like, I don't know the best word to describe what I mean, but jerkily, like two sudden twisted, contorted movements inside his armor just contorts and shrinks, and you see the armor just blow away like ash. And he is gone. But holy shit, I didn't see until he disappeared that Asher stayed up.
I managed to
Yeah.
save.
You saved again, nice. Well, fire and smoke blows out violently from the bandstand. The musical instruments are unsurprisingly destroyed. Kesha is little more than a scorched pauldron lying in soot, but Sire looks to be in a bad way.
Yeah.
A group of guards and knights are running up as well, and you hear commotion from between the houses as you hear what seems to be remaining ghouls and lingering undead being overwhelmed by the guards. Yeah. Oh yeah, Father Levick is also absolutely does not still have a corpse.
Sorry, did you say Kesha's? Like,
Ash.
Yeah,
Except this
Kesha was already down and then took 2 of those Hellfire Orbs whilst already being on the floor next to it. Death saves are not a thing here. Kesha is gone.
Mm-hmm.
I think Siri, as she comes to, she goes, like, she sees Kesha's fate and just screaming drags her very hurt body with the horrific realization of the consequences of her action.
I love how, just in case you've forgotten, if you're dragging yourself over to him to grieve, you would be dragging yourself through the dust that was once Father Levick to get there.
That one she didn't have anything to do with.
Yeah.
That one she didn't have anything to do with. This
Yeah,
one,
there's just a pauldron and we'll say a bit of a bracer engraved with Elevander sigils there. But everything else is not even recognisable as a corpse now after 2 of those explosions.
We need to get inside.
He said they found something just here in the city. Do we think that's a secret?
I'm not sure what else it could be. We found it. Or we have it, he said. He looked to the north.
Is this one proper gone? Turned to dust?
I don't know. We could try and pursue to the north, but I'm not sure we're in a state to do so.
there might be survivors. We need to check.
In which direction?
I can run pretty fast right now.
I have no more healing potions and no holy water, and I can only use one more spell.
I do. I'll be right back. DM, I'm gonna try and run to the north and
Um,
scout what the fuck is happening.
Cora's going with you.
Yeah.
She's expeditiously retreating, so she's just like,
There
Yeah.
are so
I'm gonna
looking
fucking
into the
following.
buildings, you see some of them clearly ghouls got in and just murdered and mauled the townsfolk who were hiding inside. Some of the buildings are just empty. Some of them, Eshbert and guards are like have a moment of panic at you, rapidly approaching, but then like realize it's you, and you see that there's been a couple of ghouls and wights that have been lurking through these buildings to the north that are now being cut down. The combat seems to be over, other than just some checking that things are actually dead. But yeah, a mixture of buildings have killed people, empty buildings, and like buildings of frightful Ashburtons who are holding makeshift weapons and are ready to defend themselves when you come in, but then sink back relaxed.
So no sight of a ghoul carrying a really big shiny thing running
No.
off.
No.
Okay. Alright, cool. I will run back to the group then and report what I saw. We need to get inside. I gotta sit down for a minute.
this building's just here. Let's get inside then. And we
I can
Go to a nearby
give us
building.
another prayer of healing, but I don't think anyone has any dice left.
I do.
I have hit dice. I'm out of most
Plenty
other
of them, actually.
resources.
DM, what is salvageable from Kesha? Like
A ruined pauldron and a ruined bracer, neither of which look like they will actually confer any mechanical benefit, but they both
No,
have
it's something-
symbols of Lathander on.
yeah, something to like bring back to the Dawnfather.
Yeah, a bracer and a pauldron. Bracer would be easier.
I'll actually carry his body into the building.
I mean,
If it's
scoop
still a
up some
body, I don't know if
ash.
it's just ash. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I keep trying to say this gently.
Yeah.
You could turn the pauldron upside down
Well,
and use it as a bowl.
yeah, no,
for
I
the
mean
ash.
bodies don't carbonize that quickly, but okay, yeah, no, I get it. Just ash,
What?
fine.
When giant undead knights create balls of fire.
Okay, well, if
Hellfire.
I have a second, I like to I'm just gonna cut some of my cloth and just gather some ashes and
You have a
This is a-
pouch. You can have one pouch of night. Yeah.
yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'll take one powder dry, please.
Has Asher ever tried that?
Put in your to-do channel Kesh's
Oh
ashes,
my
and I'll give you a pouch of his ashes.
Quite the buzz. So Asher's gonna very tiredly get out some bits of kit and start grinding up that potion of hers that is mechanically prayer of healing to give us all a short rest, but it'll take her about 10 minutes to get that all brewed up and smushed and shaken into little bottles for you guys.
While she does that, just because I'm not 100% sure how long this will take, I'll ritually cast Tiny Hut. In order to have space to do so, I would have to make sure I finish the spell outside. But I imagine I can just kind of, keep an eye out in the meantime.
Yeah.
Plus, it seems like the ghouls aren't coming towards us, but going away, so...
They do appear to be going away. As you step outside to cast your spell, you look up and see a little sign on the building of the house you're in saying number 7 Hallowed Street.
Oh, so we're almost
I
there.
see.
We're like some amount of math down the street from where we need to be. 8.
Look at that. It's not nearly as obnoxious as it was before. Should be gold, though. What if it should be gold, Tiny Hut? I don't know if it actually says that anywhere, if my mind just done it at some point.
Well, like all my other spells, it's purple themed
Yeah.
to trigger obsidian.
Cool. So as you take
Cool.
a moment to try and desperately rest and... Well, we'll have Ash's heal go off first so we don't forget before next session.
Yeah,
Let's say...
I need everyone around us, though. Hand out the bottles. Hand it all to you for drinking.
Jesus, Mr. I enjoyed that.
And then everyone... Oh, wait. I'm thinking 2024 again, right?
I don't know how.
What does it say in Foundry?
It says you've healed everyone for 17.
Yeah, it's just healing. I keep thinking the 2024 spell, which also gives you the benefits of a short rest. So never mind.
Ah, that is useful. Well,
To the
17
League of
HP is
Legends.
still
I
nice.
know. I keep
You can leave Asperta to its fate and head back to the League of
Fuck
Legends
this
if you're
place.
really...
Let's go. I need to be able to give us a short rest in 10 minutes. Alright, well, whatever. You guys get some healing. It's been 10 minutes.
And yeah, as you have the rain pouring down on this tiny hut, which I don't know if you have just slapped it in the street or if you're trying to encompass this small house on it or whatever you're doing. But as you are huddled in the street, trying to think on what to do next, I think that's a good, depressing place to leave it for this week. Thank you very much.
That's a great Prima Aprilis. Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
That's a great Prima Aprilis. Thank you.
Excellent. We will see you all next week where we will be in high spirits at how this leg of the adventure is going. It might not be Barovia, but it basically fucking is. Goodbye.